So here's my impression of the Woods Chogan T-Hawk made by CRKT. This is one of the few wood-handled functional tomahawks that I've seen in the price range of $40 to $50. There's not really all that much out there on the market, at least I wasn't able to find much. And I'm definitely impressed with the choice of material for the low price, because the axe head is made of 1055 high carbon steel, which is a very good choice for any kind of, axe, hatchet, tomahawk, blade on a stick, if you will. It's very durable, extremely tough. Edge retention is definitely acceptable. It also takes a good edge, and it's just all around a good steel. And it's mounted on a hickory handle. From what I understand, hickory is one of the best types of wood you can use for an axe or hawk, if not the best. It is very durable, can take a lot of impact, and is not going to break anytime soon. You may point out that the grain is not perfectly in line with the shape here. If you look, the direction of the grain is just very slightly off to the bottom there, which is not ideal, but I don't think it's a big deal really. This is still going to last for a long time, and it's very, very easy to replace the handle on a tomahawk. Basically, you just have to wiggle it around a little bit. You can take the head off very easily. You just get a new handle and slide it through, and yeah, there you go. There is nothing holding it up here, so it can, as you see, fairly easily slide down, which is not a problem, because while you're swinging it, the force is actually pushing the head up against the widened end of the handle, or top, depending on how you want to look at it, and that keeps it on. So it cannot come off in this direction. However, if you wanted to use this for throwing, which I haven't gotten around to yet, I may do so in a future video, but if you wanted to use it for throwing and you're not good enough to really make it consistently stick with the edge every single time, you might want to wrap the bottom here. You could use something as simple as electrical tape, or you could wrap it with string and maybe put tape on top, or you could even get one of those dog chewing toys and soak it to get the rawhide, cut it in strips, and then wrap the rawhide around there, let it dry, which makes it contract. So that way it's secure here, it doesn't slide down. But like I said, while you're swinging it, it really cannot come loose. So that's not a problem. The edge, as it came from the factory, was definitely sharp enough. I've seen a lot of, overly thick and rounded edges on axes, hatchets, tomahawks, which is kind of annoying to me. At least the cheaper axes on the market just come rather dull. And that's of course not good, because you don't want it to slip off or glance off when you're chopping wood, because that can be quite dangerous. This here definitely came sharp enough. Personally, I would have preferred if it was just a little sharper, but the way it came, it is definitely usable. So, can't complain about that. Like I tend to do, I was pretty rough with it in the testing, to see how sturdy it really is, and I even whacked it against some bricks, and just took it without a problem. I smashed the hammer pole against the obviously very hard material, but no problem whatsoever. There is a very minor scratch, but it's really nothing worth mentioning. It held up very well. I mean, it is a solid hammer pole, of course. It is just a pretty thick hunk of steel, so it's not a problem. But also it showed that the handle can definitely take it. I haven't seen any cracks or any kind of damage really, so I would think that this handle will probably live up to heavy use for quite a long time. It really is an excellent tool. I am very, very pleased with it. Especially considering that, like I said, there are not too many options in this price range for a good tomahawk. So it's quite nice to see that. CRKT also offers a variant of this, the Woods Kanji, which has a spike instead of the hammer and a slightly differently shaped blade. I can really only recommend it, especially at the price. Even if it cost more, it would still be worth it because, well, like I said, it's quality materials. It's well put together and it can definitely take a beating. It really works well. So there is, literally nothing that I can complain about. It's just minor nitpicking. Like I said, the grain doesn't run exactly in the direction of the handle. It's just slightly off. And if you don't like that the head can move down so easily, well, that is a gripe with the type, not this particular one. It's just how a tomahawk is assembled. And it's not a problem with this particular one. So yeah, very nice hawk. I quite like it. Thanks for watching.